Next to enter the den are Vahid Nagori and his business partner Thibaut Denis, who has what you might say a somewhat varied skill set.
I studied rocket science and then business development. I'm also world champion in Latin American formation dances and European champion.
Right, it's showtime.
I'm not quite sure performing at the World Championships is fully comparable to pitching to the Dragons, but it's certainly something we're really looking forward to.
Dear Dragons, my name is Vahid Nagori. I'm the founder and CEO of GREENBELT Packaging.
My name is Thibaut Denis, and I'm the Associate Director.
We are here today for 150K investment in return of 7.5% equity.
Plastic, merely a century-old invention, and already has polluted every corner of our beloved planet. Today, single-use plastic accounts for 40% of every plastic produced annually. That's why we at GREENBELT Packaging have developed an eco-friendly and plastic-free solution. Last year, we had a turnover of nearly £1 million. Our products can be utilized in businesses such as high street retails, superstores, pharmacies, the hospitality industry, e-commerce, and even industrial packaging. We are ready to take some questions, and you have in your boxes some samples of our products.
Sustainable, plastic-free packaging is the offering from business partners Vahid Nagori and Thibaut Denis.
Our plant-based packaging will disintegrate fully in boiling water. In natural condition, it will degrade in 3 to 6 months, compared to regular plastic, which can take up to hundreds of years to degrade.
The duo are hoping to bag a £150,000 investment in exchange for 7.5% of their business. Resident eco-warrior Deborah Meaden is always on the lookout for planet-saving products, and she wants to find out fast if this packaging proposition could be good news for the global plastic problem.
Now, whoever wins this wins the world, because this is like holy grail. We all know that biodegradable is not the answer. It's still got plastic in it, still degrades, still tiny little bits of plastic sitting in your compost. The question is, are you the winners? So, stability. Could you... I've only got one hand. I am desperate to try and pull that apart.
I'll take on the role of product tester.
It's definitely strong. I've got my size 14s in there.
So, talk about its stability in water, its stability in heat, and its shelf life. How long can I leave it sitting there before I compromise in its strength?
We retain nearly all the specification of plastic, so the strength, the elasticity, and we have a 2-year guaranteed shelf life if it's stored in dried condition.
How does that work then? Because I've tried putting water on it, and inside it doesn't feel waterproof.
Yeah, true. Dry conditions, little bit water is okay, but over exposure of water, it start like,
Yeah, but my big concern, particularly with our climate, is that when you get that delivery, they leave the bag, put it by the door, it could stay there for the day, and if it's raining, this won't hold the water, it'll just seep through. You need to resolve that.
Yeah.
Peter Jones's probing reveals a possible problem with the durability of the plant-based bags. Now, Chief Product Tester Sarah Davies is eager to find out who's the brains behind this potentially game-changing product.
This is fantastically impressive. What I'm keen to know is what makes you the specialist in this area? Are you the scientist? Are you working with the scientist?
So the manufacturing that we have currently and the partnership and licensing agreement we have is for 10 years, exclusive rights to supply in the UK.
OK, so neither of you are the scientists behind this?
No.
This is somebody else's technology and product. You are licensing it to be able to distribute in the UK?
Yeah. It's an Indonesian company. We have got exclusive rights for UK.
The terms of your license agreement with this Indonesian company, is there minimums attached to the contract?
We do not have any minimum attached to it, but we have certain clause where if there's no activity for a whole year, we need to discuss or renegotiate for the further supply terms.
So if you sell one bag, it's okay?
No.
How do you define activity?
It's by containers.
So how many containers?
There's no minimum requirement.
So can they just be subjective and say, well, we didn't consider that to be activity?
We need to renegotiate, we need to go through it, so it has to be mutual.
So say that they decided, in their opinion, there was no activity, they could terminate it in 12 months.
With the agreement we have, first of all, it's unique product.
I'm losing my mind here because it's such a simple question. And we go round the houses every time I ask it. Do you know what? I really respect the challenge that you've decided to take on, because we all know that single-use plastics are a huge, huge issue. When I look at the business, however, as an investor, when someone can't answer a simple question, it always puts a seed of doubt in your mind. And that's what I'm investing in here. The value that you have as a business is this contract. And I have no idea what the terms are. And for that reason, I'm gonna have to say that I'm out.
An early setback for the packaging pair as a frustrated Stephen Bartlett bins their bag proposition, having failed to get a clear answer about his licensing concerns. Deborah Meaden now wants to know more about the product's planet-saving potential.
Can I ask about your environmental credentials? Because I think we're all a lot wiser now. So I think before somebody picks up the gauntlet and says, right, this is it, we were all going to need to know its entire life cycle. So is it a cornstarch or a?
It's a cassava starch.
Oh, cassava, okay.
Yeah. It's a plant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how much carbon does it use to turn it into this, and how much water consumption? Because those are the two big measures in terms of environmental impact.
It grows naturally, and when we cut the plant, it again starts growing. So we can reuse it again and again.
Not sure which part of the question that answered. So what's the carbon footprint of turning cassava into this?
Yeah, we haven't done exact calculation on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how much water does cassava take to grow?
Well, it doesn't take a lot of water because it grows in the humid environment naturally. But we haven't got the exact calculation of the water consumption.
Okay, so what I feel like I'm faced with is something I would love to get involved with. But we've all got a lot more sophisticated when it comes to thinking, actually, what is the environmental impact? And what we're saying here is that you haven't really looked into that.
We have got calculation for that, but haven't got it at the moment.
Really? You came into the den to sell the solution to replacing bioplastics with plant-based plastics, and you haven't actually got the credentials in your head? I'm staggered. That tells me you're selling this as a commodity as opposed to an actual solution. Not good enough. So I won't be investing. I'm out.
Disaster for the duo as the Green Queen sees red and becomes the second dragon to decline a deal. And after pulling apart the entrepreneur's product, it seems Sarah Davies is now ready to pull apart their pitch.
I look at this and I think, you are salespeople, which I've got no problem with if you're great salespeople. See, my worry is, if you can't come and sell the business on an investment proposition, I have zero confidence in your ability to go and hold up to those specialist retailers, because the world and his wife is trying to solve this problem at the moment. This could be the solution. What I don't believe is that you are going to be able to go and sell it to the market. I won't be investing today. I'm out.
When you came in here, I got very excited. I could make one phone call that could transform this business.
Yeah.
But I don't want to make a fool of myself, because in order to deal with some of these major retailers, you need to have all your ducks in a row, starting from the raw material all the way up to your licensing partner from Indonesia.
Yes.
And to be honest with you, I'm a bit frustrated because I want to invest, but you've made it very difficult for me. So I'm out.
Two more dragons depart, and Peter Jones is now the pair's last hope for investment. And it appears he's no stranger to the concept of cleaner and greener carrier bags.
I do like it, I really do like it. It's a great product, and it is absolutely something that I want to invest in. I've got a little bit of experience in this. We were one of the first to come out with the eco bag that was taken on by Sainsbury's in the UK. But I worry about this licensing arrangement because that feels like you've come in and you've got some lovely balloons, but those balloons burst really quickly when the business opportunity unfolds, and that's what I'm disappointed with. So sadly, for that reason, I'm out.
Good luck, guys.
Vahid and Thibaut fail to bag a dragon. And they leave the den with nothing.
Wow.
Wrong thinking. It was completely wrong thinking.
Their proposition disintegrated like their bags.
Of course, it's disappointing, but I also understand the fact why they haven't invested today. I think we have homework to do to make sure we can address those queries in future.